But one of the characteristics of being low on the autism spectrum is the fact that some kids ask an awful lot of questions, and they were asking a lot of questions. So what I did was I decided I would try and do inquiry-based education, which I like to do. And so I asked Candace, the elder one, what he was interested in, and he was interested in space. And I asked Abner, the younger boy, who's in grade 5, what he was interested in, and he said marine biology and fish. And so what I did was I found books at the library that talked about space and also talked about fish, deep sea fish. And taking, for example, Candace, who is going to grade 6 this year, I bought him a book about space, and we started by looking at lunar eclipses. And he started to read about them and look at the pictures, and he was just blew his mind. He was intrigued, and he started to ask me a lot of questions. And then I said, "What are you really interested in, Candace?" And he said, "Black holes." And so I said, "Okay, this is your homework." And I laid out 4 questions, and I told him that he had to use his best writing, his best punctuation, his best vocabulary, and write as neatly as he possibly could. And I laid out the question, and I wrote down the questions that he asked. And he asked is, "What is a black hole?" And I wrote down, "What is a black hole?" And I told him to look it up himself on Google or on YouTube, with the understanding that not all websites are true, then he should ask his dad. So anyways, he did that. And I also told him to draw a picture of a black hole and color it. And I also told him to look at a YouTube video, like a 5-minute video about black holes. And I laid it out really neatly, and so I gave him space to write the answers, and he did that. And so what they're getting out of this inquiry-based education is they're getting to be able to write, be able to get to read, they're getting to discuss, because their English is not that great, because their parents' heritage is, their mum doesn't speak much English, etc. So they're getting everything that they get out of the regular curriculum, and it's fascinating. And in fact, in Finland, all education in Finland is inquiry-based education. And not only that, the Chinese work with the regular curriculum, and the Finnish curriculum, when it was compared to China, performed it way, way higher. And I think it's honestly the way to go with a lot of kids.